Check this out.
Welcome to the Pushing Forward Podcast. We getting it in right now with your host, Jamal Potts.
Spit more than metaphors and hard rhymes. I paint a portrait that gets recorded on large signs. You gotta see it clear, eyes closed.
Hey, welcome to the third episode of the Pushing Forward Podcast. I'm your host, Jamal Potts, and I got a very special guest in the building, Letreasa Mcgruder. How you doing today?
I'm good, Jamal. How are you?
I'm great. How the family been since this whole COVID-19?
Oh, man, it's a matter of just staying safe and feeding your faith. Got to get adjusted to the new norm.
Yeah, we most definitely got to pray and keep our head above water and hope this stuff get better. But let's jump straight into the interview. Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm Letreasa Mcgruder, known in this community as Lisa by everybody. I'm a nurse. Been nursing coming up on my 40th year. Looking for some retirement now. But anyway, been nursing a long time. Had my hands in a lot of things besides nursing. Now I'm employed at Tuskegee VA. I'm in a mental health program. I have a 17-year-old daughter, senior this year, and taking care of my mother.
What made you want to be a nurse?
Well, when I was my earlier years of high school, I thought about being a social worker. But once I went to trade school, I had an instructor, health occupation, that she said she saw great potential in me of becoming a nurse. I always had that kind of caring spirit for others or whatever. So once I graduated from high school, I went straight on into nursing, and it's been a real rewarding career.
So how long you went to trade school?
Well, the program that I enrolled in was like a 2-year program, but I finished in like 18 months.
So what trade school did you go to?
Southern Vocation College in Tuskegee.
Okay. What's your typical day at work like?
Oh man, with this new norm, it can get kind of hectic, but you just have to, just go on like a typical day and try to eliminate some of the stress, because with the new norm, you have to keep your social distancing, and wearing your mask, and when you on a job, you're required to wear that mask and get hot, and that kind of thing, and you just have to go somewhere and kind of take your breathing and take a break, but your main focus during the day is basically taking care of others.
How do you manage working with other nurses and other doctors?
Oh man, the group that I work with now is pretty awesome. We all about being team players, and helping others, like if you got a nurse that's having some stressful situations at the time, you just tell her to take a deep breath, and feel in for her. The doctors get frustrated sometimes, or whatever, but you just have to break away. Even though someone might go home for the rest of the day because, things are getting kind of hectic. But the main focus is to not pour your stress out on, the sick person or somebody just, trying to do better or whatever. Don't put it on them, because that can make, become detrimental to the patient. So working as a team, and everybody giving that team effort, it makes it a pretty good day.
Okay. So how you deal with stress?
Me, I try not to let things get to me, but when they do, like I say, just break away. Take a breather. A lot of times at work, we say we might want to take us a mental health day from work, or something like that, just to take a break and jump right back into full force. Because that's why we're there, because they need us.
So what's the difference between dealing with veteran patients and civilian patients?
Man, it's a big difference. Because with veterans and civilians, you have the, with mental health, you have the PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder that comes into play. With the civilian, a lot of people think that PTSD don't exist, but it do. And with PTSD, It's just basically experiencing or witnessing some type of trauma. Where in a veteran, they used to call it shell shock. In veterans is where they've been overseas and experienced war, where you might have a civilian, say a woman. I was just reading on the internet the other day where this woman had PTSD. She was raped back during the time in the Prince era, you know, when he was making his music and stuff like that back then. So during the time of his passing, her PTSD came into play, you know. And with PTSD, it has different symptoms for different people, which veterans have some of the same symptoms as civilians, you know. So sometimes, you know, with PTSD, it can become kind of hard with a veteran or as well as a civilian, you know.
How do you manage to work long hours on the job and come home and be a caregiver to your mom?
Now, Jamal, how you know I work long hours?
I just know that.
Because now with the new norm, it is long hours and it is tiring. But what I do is, like a lot of times we call it shedding clothing. When you're getting ready for work, you put on those type clothing. You go in there, you do your job or whatever, but once you walk away from that job, you shed those clothing. Everything that go on at that job, you leave it at that job. Because once you walk away, I'm going home to my family. I want to enjoy my family. I love my family. You know, and I don't want to bring home no type of stress or anything that went on, you know, on the job that day. For us, when I'm home, out in the public, I'm out in the public. When I go to my job, that's a different type thing. I learn how to separate the two, you know, and then that way, you know, all that stress and stuff don't come into play. Because having a teenage daughter, it can become stressful. Having a sick mother, it can become stressful. But you just have to carry on anyway, you know, and make good of what you do.
What we need to do to protect ourselves from the coronavirus, because a lot of people are not taking it serious and they're not doing the social distance.
The only thing with COVID-19, only way we're gonna control it and keep it from spreading is plain and simple. You only have 3 things that you have to follow. And it's plain and simple. Wear your mask. No matter where you go, wear your mask. You have to keep your social distancing. What's wrong with talking to somebody 6 feet away? That's not even hard to do. And hand washing. Sanitizing your hands, yes, it's easy. You can carry a bottle of hand sanitizer in your pocket, in your car, anywhere, but it's also soap and water. Everybody got soap and water. Wash your hands, keep your hands out of your face, you know, and stuff like that. Those 3 things, it would really help to control it. But you got so many people that won't do this. That's simple. I know the mask get hot, you know, but go somewhere, take a break, pull it off, put it back on, and come on, carry it. This is the new norm. This is the only way we're going to be able to control it.
Hey guys, this is Letreasa Gaines, the CEO and founder of Butter Bay Luxurious Body Products. We offer a wide variety of luxurious body treats that range from body butters, soaps, oils, and plenty of other products. Our products will not only look good on your skin, but they smell delicious, and they're all made out of products that are actually good for your skin. So whenever you have a chance, please check us out. We would love to serve you. Our website is www.butterbay.com. Once again, that's www.butterbay.com. Hope to see you soon.
So what about these jobs that check your temperature when you come to work?
Having an increased temperature, yes, that's one of the signs. One of the signs or one of the symptoms, but not always a person gonna experience elevated temperature. You know, you can have some other underlying problems, you know, that's contributing to COVID-19, like shortness of breath. That's one of the main things. Anytime that you feel like you got some shortness of breath and not running out of temperature, let your supervisor know, or let somebody on your job know that you're feeling weak, you short of breath or whatever, but you're not having a temperature. Be tested. Even if your job say, well, you know, you really need to stay here at work today. You know, I need you. They don't need you 6 feet under.
Yeah, because your health is more important than anything.
It's more important. Mm-hmm.
So what about the different types of symptoms and stuff like that? Like, even though, like I was saying, they check your temperature and stuff like that, you basically can still have it without knowing you have it.
That's right. That's where your protection come in. Make sure you wear your mask. That way you won't be passing it on to anybody, because you can be asymptomatic. You might not even have any symptoms. Your body might have the antibodies already in it to control it, to combat it, or whatever. And then it might not. But anytime you're feeling sick, weak, nauseated, or anything that you know that your body hasn't been experiencing, it's best to go get tested. A lot of these jobs don't have testing on site, but you have other areas. I've been employed at VA for how long? But did I go to VA to be tested? No. Fire department training site had free testing. I just got on one day, I said, hey, I know I got a sick mother in the home, I can't bring nothing in there, you know. I got a 17-year-old. Because at first they were saying it wasn't affecting the young. Then they said it wasn't affecting the black. It's affecting everybody. You know, so a lot of times you have to just go get tested on your own.
So what's a ballpark number, since you've been working at the VA, that a lot of people have been tested for and got it?
Well, when it comes to numbers, I don't have any figures right here, you know, for me or whatever, but we have an email that comes out every day where we can read how many people have been tested, how many was positive, how many in the hospital, and how many at home recuperating. This comes out every day.
Man, I'm glad that you came and spoke about this, because this is a serious matter. Do you have a social media page, just in case someone want to reach out to you and want to talk about the things that you just talked about today?
Yeah, on the social media I have is Facebook, and you can find me on Facebook, Letreasa Mcgruder. And if you have any questions, I'd be more than willing, you know, to answer health-wise or whatever. Because if I don't know, you can make sure I'll try to find out.
Well, I'm glad to have you on the show. I appreciate you coming. Any words you got to give to the people, let somebody know?
Only thing I can say to the people that are out there listening, please stay safe. Like I said, practice those 3 things. Wear your mask, social distancing, and keep your hands washed. Hand sanitizing, social distancing, and a mask will keep you well protected.
Yep. Well, that pretty much wrapped up everything. Like I said, I thank you for coming. Anytime you want to come and talk, you're more welcome. I appreciate it. Love, peace, and hair grease. Y'all stay safe.
Right.
You're currently tuned in to the Pushing Forward podcast with Jamal Potts.
What's up, everybody? You're now listening to the Pushing Forward podcast.
Yeah, you're now listening to the Pushing Forward podcast, hosted by Jamal Potts.
Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, because you're tuned in to Pushing Forward podcast. Be a part of the progression. Peace.